delve into the fascinating concept of time and challenge our conventional understanding of its existence. This video will take a philosophical and scientific approach to explore the notion that time may be an illusion or a subjective experience. Let's explore some intriguing ideas to include. In exploring the historical perspectives on time, it is fascinating to observe how different cultures and philosophical traditions have conceptualized and understood this elusive phenomenon. Exploration of ancient civilizations' perceptions of time and the influence of prominent philosophical figures like Plato and Kant. Mesopotamian civilizations, such as the Sumerians and Babylonians, viewed time as cyclical, with recurring patterns and cosmic cycles. In ancient Egypt, time was closely linked to the annual flooding of the Nile River, which symbolized renewal and the cycle of life. The ancient Greeks had various perspectives on time. Plato regarded time as a moving image of eternity, with eternal and unchanging forms beyond the physical realm. Aristotle, Plato's student, saw time as a measure of change, defining it as the number of motion. The Stoics, influenced by Heraclitus, perceived time as a river in which everything flows and constantly changes. In Hinduism, time is seen as cyclical, characterized by the concept of yugas, or cosmic ages, which repeat in a never-ending cycle. Buddhism introduced the notion of impermanence, anicca, emphasizing the transitory nature of all phenomena, including time. Ancient Chinese philosophy, particularly influenced by Taoism and Confucianism, held cyclical views of time. The Taoist concept of Wu Wei suggests aligning with the natural flow of time and avoiding resistance. The Chinese Yin-Yang philosophy embodies the idea of balance and harmony within the cyclical nature of time. Medieval Christian thought influenced by Christian theology, the Middle Ages saw time as linear, progressing from creation to the end of the world. The belief in a divine plan and salvation history shaped their perception of time. Immanuel Kant, a prominent Enlightenment philosopher, proposed that time is not an inherent property of the external world, but a framework imposed by our minds to structure our experiences. Einstein's theory of relativity revolutionized our understanding of time. Two key concepts are time dilation and the relativity of simultaneity. Time dilation, according to Einstein's theory, time can be experienced differently for observers in different states of motion or gravitational fields. As an object's speed approaches the speed of light, time slows down relative to a stationary observer. This phenomenon is known as time dilation. Relativity of simultaneity, the concept of simultaneity, or events happening at the same time, is relative in the theory of relativity. Observers moving relative to each other may disagree on whether two events occurred simultaneously, as their relative motion can cause differences in the perception of time. The arrow of time refers to the observed phenomenon that time appears to flow in a particular direction, creating a distinction between the past, present, and future. This directionality is closely linked to the concept of entropy and the second law of thermodynamics. The second law of thermodynamics states that the entropy, or disorder, of an isolated system tends to increase over time. In simpler terms, it suggests that natural processes generally lead to a progression from a state of order to a state of disorder. This asymmetry in the behavior of physical systems gives rise to the arrow of time. When we observe everyday phenomena, such as a broken glass not reassembling itself or an ice cube melting into water, we notice that these processes only occur in one direction, towards increased entropy. This aligns with our intuitive perception of time flowing from the past, through the present, and into the future. While the fundamental laws of physics are symmetric in time, meaning they do not inherently distinguish between the past and the future, the increasing entropy in the universe creates a preferred direction for the arrow of time. This directionality provides a basis for our perception of a temporal order and the sequential experience of cause and effect. The relationship between quantum mechanics and the nature of time raises fascinating questions about the fundamental nature of reality. Quantum mechanics challenges our intuitive understanding of cause and effect, and it suggests that the concept of time may break down at the smallest scales. In quantum mechanics, particles can exist in a state of superposition, where they can simultaneously occupy multiple states or locations. This means that until a measurement is made, a particle can exist in a combination of different possibilities. This challenges our classical understanding of cause and effect, where a cause precedes an effect in a linear, deterministic manner. Additionally, quantum entanglement, where particles become correlated in a way that their states are intimately connected, further complicates our understanding of time. Changes in the state of one entangled particle instantaneously affect the state of the other, regardless of the distance between them. This phenomenon seems to defy the idea of signals traveling at or below the speed of light, as suggested by the theory of relativity. The breakdown of cause and effect and the non-locality of entanglement in quantum mechanics raise questions about the role of time in the quantum realm. Some interpretations of quantum mechanics suggest that time may not be fundamental, but rather emerges as an approximate concept at macroscopic scales. Quantum gravity, a theoretical framework that combines quantum mechanics and general relativity, is an active area of research aiming to understand the nature of spacetime at the quantum level. It explores the possibility that time may have a different structure or be emergent from more fundamental quantum processes. The relationship between quantum mechanics and time challenges our classical intuitions and invites us to explore the deeper nature of reality, where the traditional notions of cause and effect and the flow of time may take on new dimensions. Emotions can significantly impact our perception of time. When we are engaged in activities that evoke positive emotions and capture our attention, time may seem to pass quickly. Conversely, during periods of boredom or negative emotions, time can feel prolonged or dragged out. Our perception of time is influenced by the attention we allocate to events and our memory of them. When we pay close attention and encode rich details, our perception of time can feel more substantial. Conversely, when we engage in automatic or mindless activities, time can seem to pass quickly, as we have fewer distinct memories of the elapsed time. Environmental factors, such as the pace of events, sensory input, and cultural influences, can affect our perception of time. For instance, an engaging activity may make time appear to fly by, while a monotonous task can make time seem to drag on. The intricate relationship between our subjective experience and the perception of time. Our cognitive and emotional states, as well as external influences, shape how we perceive the passing of time. Understanding these factors can offer insights into the malleability and subjectivity of our experience of time. The concept of time is a complex and mysterious subject. While it plays a vital role in our everyday lives and scientific models, the existence of time as an objective reality remains uncertain. Our exploration has led us to various perspectives from history, physics, psychology, and spirituality, challenging our understanding of time. Whether time is a fundamental aspect of the universe or a subjective construct is still a topic of philosophical inquiry and scientific investigation. Regardless of its true nature, contemplating time encourages us to appreciate the present moment and embrace the mysteries that unfold before us.